I feel like that's just a little better in how you can see things. Sorry it took me so long to get to your reading. It's been an insane time, and I'm sure you guys are feeling it too. So apologies for it being a few days, for being almost a week late actually. We're already talking. So a few announcements. This won't resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate with you, check your moon or rising. If you're checking by your sun sign, most people do. So your sun, moon, and rising, if you don't know what that is, there is a chart calculator below. Very accurate, explains every single placement. Just know your time of birth and of course where well, I guess that goes into when, the time you were born. So as long as you know that, you're pretty gold. You can try 12 p.m. and I mean that should give you a general idea. I hear that that's a little trick people use to kind of figure out the general gist of their chart, at least for some important placements. But knowing the exact time will definitely help a little more. Let's see. So I do have yearly energy readings up. There is one where you can get a painting by me and also get a 30-minute video. So if you want to check those out, that's in the website below. I'm actually about to purchase the website today or tomorrow, so it's officially our site. Also, I'm doing love readings. Literally right after you and Aquarius, I am doing love readings. It's going to go by element, couples, and singles. So there's going to be 2 parts to each reading. And we'll see how that goes if I want to continue it. What else? I think that's it for now. If I think of anything else, I'll mention it. Let's get into your reading. This one's not going to be as long because of just the love readings and being so busy and having other readings. I'm trying to balance everything out. I do have 2 other jobs as well, so I'm trying to balance my life, you guys. But I appreciate your patience. You guys are awesome. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Scorpio, or you could be with a Leo. Because what I'm seeing here to begin with is the Chariot in reverse, and that's the Cancer card, but it's also about movement forward. So in November, you could be dealing with a Taurus or an Aquarius, or sorry, a Gemini or Virgo. So in November, it was kind of rough. Now we did go through Venus retrograde during a part of like pretty much half of November. But I see that there's a lot of hope coming to you because you're accepting this transformation. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Wands. And that is recognizing you are not caged. You can go forward, you can move forward, you recognize what's hindering you, and you're willing to, and this is fire, Wands is fire, definitely resonates with you. You're recognizing that you are not limited, that any beliefs that you had, anything that was holding you back is purely what was in your head. It wasn't exactly your reality. And now you're realizing this because as you can see, she is in a cage, but she's looking at a bird and the cage is only shoulders up. She can easily take it off and go forward. And that's kind of where you are right now. And I see in November that it was hard to move forward. It was hard to it could be leaving a situation because we have the Chariot reversed with the 9 of Cups. So I feel like, and the Hierophant reversed. So I feel it could have been with the Taurus, could have been with the Cancer, but I feel like you had high hopes for something. Probably a relationship. The Hierophant has a lot to do with marriage or a very committed relationship. Especially with the 9 of Cups, that feeling of fulfillment, that warmth. Look at that. That you're so close. But I think it was hard to move away from a person or a situation because of that kind of expectation, because that is something that you deeply desired for that scenario with whoever. And it was just kind of rough. It's not that you were completely unaware of the situation. It was just hard to move past it. It was hard to kind of deal with it. Because you had a lot of emotion invested into it and a lot of high hopes. And I'm seeing that you definitely recognize that. We have the Seven of Swords, and to clarify, the Queen of Swords reversed and the Magician right side up. So what I'm getting from this is right now you're kind of back and forth. You realized you could have been deceived by this person, and you could have recognized how deceiving they were. And with the Queen of Swords reversed, I feel like you I think the deception, because swords is all about the mind, I think you recognize that it is all in your head. I think you realize that if the other person didn't deceive you, you were deceiving yourself. But that brought you, also to this magician state, this, creating your reality and realizing you're not stuck anywhere. You're not stuck in any situation. You're never stuck. And you realize that. But you had to learn that through recognizing feeling trapped. Excuse me. I dropped a card. I always do this. But it's fine. Because that's life. So, you guys are recognizing this and you're doing it like a boss. You're like, you know what? Fair enough. I take my responsibility, which is super cool, by the way. Owning up for your part in it, owning up for, not taking responsibility for the other person's actions. You were just owning up to the fact that it's like, hey, I had this thought in my head. I had this attachment to something that wasn't real. I was kind of like in my head about it. I allowed it to get to me, but that's okay because now it gave me the strength I needed to create the reality that I want and not go based, my decisions and my thoughts are no longer based in this situation anymore. So I'm going to start manifesting. I'm going to start creating. But some of you may feel drained and you're trying to get that zest back. You're trying to bounce back. You're trying to get that confidence back. You're trying to, because I really feel like this is towards a person and a relationship. You wanted it so bad to work out. It just didn't. And you recognize your part in it. You're like, you know what? Okay, that's fine. Let's move along. I'm ready to start over. But understand that it's going to take a little bit. This is a transformation. Don't force yourself. Don't push yourself to the point where it's going to take longer to heal up and really learn your lessons. Because I know you Aries are, very go, 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 go. And that's not a bad thing. Not at all. But sometimes I feel like having that energy could make you kind of miss out on some of the little details within the lessons that you have been learning. So just understand that if you're feeling drained, don't force yourself. That's the message I'm getting. Don't force yourself to learn things. Don't force yourself to move on very quickly. Don't force anything. You are going through, this is the Death card. Don't freak out. For some of you who may not be aware, that the Death card is simply transformation. Going from one way of being to another. This is a transformation. This is a true transformation within you. And it's going to bring you the Ace of Cups. That is a new love. It could also mean, but pretty much when I see the Ace of Cups, if it's a love reading or obviously, I'm not seeing any other people besides the person you might have been dealing with before, whether it be a romantic relationship or not. It was a relationship. But I see love flowing in, whether that's love for yourself or just love from the universe. It's coming in. And that's what you're manifesting right now. That's what you're doing. But understand that this is a transformation. And for you to get the Ace of Cups, for you to get that fulfillment, that emotional fulfillment in your life, you're already doing it. You're already doing a great job. You're realizing you're not limited, but be patient with yourself. Don't force yourself to be. It's okay. This is a message I got this past week too. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel. It's okay to go through the process. Don't force yourself through something that's meant to be a lesson. You can't rush these things. Okay? I'm just going to pull a couple cards for each row. We have power. So the whole point of this lesson from November is coming back to your personal power. Coming back, and that's, by the way, that is because you had the strength card. That is also the strength card. And I feel like the whole point of this relationship, what had happened, if shit hit the fan, this deception, things not turning out the way you want, is just you coming back to your personal power and realizing that nothing is permanent, nothing is promised, and life is what we make of it. That ultimately it's up to us if we're happy or not. We can't depend it on other people. We can't make it dependent on a job, certain views of success. Yes, perfect. You know, we can't depend on those things. So you're coming back to your personal power. You're coming back to that, like, hey, I've still got me sort of place, which is totally your energy. We also have the sun. Lots of Leo here, lots of fire, but that could just be you. Coming to light, yes. So right now you're recognizing things. You're starting to understand why it happened and why it had to happen. You're like, all right, okay, well, let's start manifesting shit. You understand. You get it. And in this process, like I said, don't rush it. Make sure you feel everything. Make sure you learn everything. I know that's hard, but it is vital for your growth. When transformation is going to hurt, you're just going to have to get over it. Yeah. I don't know, that sounded kind of harsh, like you're just going to have to get over it. But honestly, with every Aries that I've known and been friends with, I mean, you guys honestly don't take things too personally. You guys just are like, that's fair. Fair enough. And of course I didn't mean it in a bad way, but disruption. So yeah, the message I'm getting here is it is going to disrupt you. It's going to have you get back into your headspace. It's going to get back into this place that you don't want to be in if you try to rush the process, because we have new beginnings. And if you're not aware, how I read this is past, present, what the fuck are we going to do about it? Like, excuse my language. I am going to do a video on my language. I haven't had anyone complain yet. But it just slips out once in a while. To me, it's empowering. I think words are just words. It's what kind of meaning you give to them. But anyway, new beginnings. So that makes perfect sense with the Ace of Cups. Something new. Through this transformation, the Death card, it's all new. It's all coming together for this new beginning. This is going to seem so small compared to the wonderful things ahead. And you recognize that. And you're going to learn from that. Even though it's a vital part of your growth, patience is at the bottom of the deck. What did that say? Can't make it up. So yeah, it's going to be a vital part of your growth. You're never going to forget it. You're never going to be like, oh, I forgot about that. No, it's going to be a part of you. It's going to be like, oh, I remember going through that. That taught me a lot. And that's the energy you're bringing to the table. Play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. That is a card you got. So remember to stay lighthearted about this whole situation. I mean, not to put your emotions aside and say, it's not a big deal. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. It's just recognize that you are the manifester. You are the person who's going to create your reality. Have fun with it. Take the lessons as they come and apply it. It's simply pillars for your life. Creating the life that you want to live while you're here. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah. That's probably why you're handling it so well in a lot better way than maybe you give yourself credit. Because you are handling it pretty well and you've been training for this. That's why you came into this life. That's why you're learning these lessons. You already knew that, hey, I'm here to learn these lessons. You're not really questioning it. It's just like, well, and that's why you're handling it the way you are. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this could be because of the relationship as well. Maybe you weren't completely yourself. Maybe you kind of lost yourself a little bit, but you're coming into a new time in the transformation that's coming up, that is happening actually. Understand that. Don't dim yourself. Don't sell yourself short to accommodate others right now. Truly be true to you. Like, just allow the transformation to happen whatever way you become, whatever way you look. Priestess, how are you being called to lead? And Aries are leaders. So you got a bigger plan ahead for yourself. And you know it. And we even have the transformation card right here at the bottom of the deck. And you know it. Just feel it, allow the process to happen, understand that this is for your greater good, and I know you know that already, but sometimes it's good to have a little love nudge and a little reminder from time to time. But that's your reading, loves. I love you so much. I'll see you in the love readings for your sign, for your element, which is fire. But by the way, if you do your chart, your love is, you know, if it doesn't resonate with you, it will resonate with your Venus sign. So if you don't know what that is, click that chart below. If you're interested in readings, including the specials, click the link below. I literally have all the links down below. So anyway, I love you guys. You guys are beautiful, awesome, you're strong. You are doing so well, and I'm so proud of you. Love you guys. See you later.